Yes, sir.
Yo.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Back in action. Back with the fucking vibes.
Are we going live? Is this
We live right now, dog. We live right now. Hold on. I'm over here rolling the bleezy. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
okay?
You know, life is funny.
It is.
Let's talk about it. Hold on. Let's talk about life. Is there a huge echo that you hear, or is it cool?
You sound good to me.
All right. So life is funny because as I was getting ready to prepare for this podcast, I got a call from big man manager Max at the studio. As you listeners don't know about me in the studio space, I am now assistant manager of the studio. Hip hip hooray! One of the
W's in the chat.
Hey man, one of the duties that I have to do as an assistant manager is when the manager's not there, I got to be the manager, obviously. But in this moment, as I was literally about to press the button to start this wonderful podcast we have here, Max called me and he said, "Hey, we got a client coming. He needs some assistance. You're trying to get paid?" And I was like, "Of course." He was like, "It's from 7 to 11." And I said, He said, "Yeah, $25 an hour." And I was like, "Oh shit." But I thought about the responsibility of the podcast. So I gave that response. So as the assistant manager, I gave that responsibility to an intern.
I didn't know you were getting paid over at the studio.
Well, some services that are required for, not necessarily an assistant manager, but just any assistance when there is a session going on, you got to pay for that. So, and it was going to be me, but I was like, I have this podcast to delegate, to run. So I gave it to my buddy Marco. So Marco most likely handling that. He'll handle that job. But that's one of the jobs you can do. That's one of the benefits you do as an assistant manager. Give off the responsibility to someone else.
Yeah. Shout out to Marco.
Shout out to Marco, man. He's definitely going to be somebody. He's going to be somebody one day. Promise you that. All right, listeners. We've talked enough. Welcome to the Holla Daddy podcast. This is episode 54. Yeah. Yes, sir. We got my boy Wesley back. Getting comfortable in this place.
Yes, sir. I had to make another appearance for sure.
Mm-hmm. Cameron is supposed to be here, but he's late. And Whitley will not be here because she has other things going on. So this might be a duo podcast for a little bit.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
So yeah, man. Let's get into it, man. Well, first of all, how are you doing? How's life? How's the world for you?
Hey, I mean, I can't complain. We had a long conversation before we started this pod, but basically, there's a lot of things we could look at that we could be, mad or upset about. But there's also a lot of good things. So just look at the good things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's start with a fucking lighter because I can't find one. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. Found it. All right.
I'm gonna try to refrain from that. Oh. Compared to the last one, I was wasn't all the way there.
Well, I will smoke for the both of us, brother. There's no problem there.
Yes, sir. And if y'all listening, go ahead and light up your damn self.
Hell yeah. All right.
So, where are you trying to start today?
Shit, man. Usually I don't really start topics off with me, but I guess I'll do it.
Okay.
No. Let's start. Let's do it. Let's do it right. Do it proper. We're gonna have some fun today. I don't want to just start off with no foolishness. I want to start off with some fun. Let's start with world's most valuable media franchises. Yeah.
World's most valuable media franchises. Who do you
Yes.
think is the world's most valuable media franchise?
Well, let's your favorite TV shows and movies are worth billions of dollars. Which one had the biggest impact on society? Right? So we start off with Pokemon with $1.105 billion.
Oh wow.
Not a big Pokemon fan. Don't really give a fuck. I'll be honest. Sorry.
Yeah, I liked it some when I was a kid, but you know.
Next, we got Hello Kitty at 84 billion. Now,
Wow.
I know all the girls out there are gonna love that. They're gonna love to hear that their favorite avatar was the most. You know, the thing about Hello Kitty, I mean, obviously I'm a boy. I'm not supposed to know about Hello Kitty, but the girls really fucked with that shit. Like I don't understand.
I mean, it was pretty edgy at a certain point too, to be honest.
Edgy?
Yeah, people like were using it as like a fashion sense, if that makes sense. I'll have to pull up an example.
Okay. All right. Mickey Mouse and Friends at 80 billion. Now, Mickey Mouse is one of my, I ain't gonna say one of my favorites. Like I'll be watching it, but it's just like iconic of my
Yeah,
childhood, of everyone's childhood. I'm about to say this mouse has been around since the decade of time. Shit.
for real.
Him
He's
and all his peoples.
all his peoples. I'm
Next we
also,
got
when you asked the question, I thought you were asking like I guess like shows that kind of shaped our generation kind of thing.
well, I mean, it's just
So these are just like um
these are the world's most valuable media franchises, not personally pertaining to our childhood, but just
yeah, just like the most successful in terms of monetary value.
most definitely. Because,
Gotcha.
Pokemon got the cards, Hello Kitty got the same damn cat,
That's
Mickey Mouse.
crazy that Disney's third.
Well, they're not.
I mean I knew Pokemon was like that, but dang, I didn't know they were beating Mickey Mouse.
Well, right tied with Mickey Mouse and Friends is Winnie the Pooh at 80 billion. Not really not. Whoa, what? Star Wars is the lowest at 68 billion. The lowest? That's shocking to me like a mother. Really?
I'm not that surprised, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I think people like Star Wars, how they like Pokemon. I feel like all these on this list, you either like never mind. I was gonna say you either like completely love like these brands or you're just indifferent. But
I have a respect for every brand
yeah,
list. Respect is definitely due. It's just the number is just surprising. That's I mean, not for nothing. We're not trying to make this a racial thing, but if we look at the top two, we got motherfucking Pokemon and motherfucking Hello Kitty with they Chinese and franchises sitting on America like fuck y'all.
yeah.
I'm like, God damn it.
And those things are huge here.
So it looks like Cameron might not be joining us tonight. His phone is having difficulties and he might not join us. This in fact might be a duo pod.
Let's get it.
And the goddamn vlog with it. Well, off of my topic, let's get to you, Wes. What you want to talk about?
Let me pull this up. Let's see. California reparations. Is that the guy maybe it was the governor? Did he say like 7 figures is just not realistic?
He said, I
or
quote,
something like that.
He said 7 figures checks just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. Listen, my black people, big black people of California, hear me and hear me well. We need to be realistic on reparations. 7 figures just ain't happening. Right. So yes, the California lawmaker, what is this man's name so I can get it correctly? I don't want to be out here just saying quotes and not putting the man's name behind it. Give me 1 second. Why do I not have this on call? See, the boys in the back is tripping. You need to be on this like fish grease.
Come on, guys. What do we pay y'all for?
What do we pay you guys for? What the freak?
Regardless, he's the lawmaker. I don't think anyone knows like any lawmakers' names off the top of their head. Maybe, unless you're into all that stuff. Let me not be ignorant, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I could understand 7 figures, but
well, they're
like,
saying,
are people really asking for 7? Like,
these in earlier podcasts we were talking about California organizations pushing a notion for a 7-figure reparations because of the debt that we have accumulated over generations and how we deserve reparations. I'm spitballing from the hip right now, but I said 2 different things at the same time. That's funny. Basically, they were saying that should not be a ridiculous amount because other groups have been given that type of reparation or penance or benefit or a lump sum of money because of whatever issues they have going on, and it goes by no problem. So what is the issue with this one? That is what my take was when they were speaking on it. So now Senator Stephen Bradford said Black Californians must remain realistic about reparations despite suggestions some could receive up to $1.2 million each. So
I mean, hey, look, if Cali has the money, I don't see a reason why not. But I mean, the world is at a weird place right now, so I could see them not have. Because how many people would that be? I wonder.
Well, they were trying to push a notion again. I mentioned this in the earlier podcast that they were trying to get applications in San Francisco. If you are Black, if you identify as African American, if you live in San Francisco, and you have, I think it said on some type of identification, you identify as Black or African American for like a long period of time. It was a couple stipulations. I'm messing it up, but yeah, that was something that they were really pushing. And now that this has came out, no one who's not from California hearing this is like, why would they even ask for that? Like, no, this has been an ongoing thing for a while, and now this is the response that Californian lawmakers, senators and governors are saying that might not be the case. Let's calm it down.
Yeah.
So that's just what they're saying. That's, the response. This is for local news. I mean, I think because of certain things, it does get I'm speaking on it because I'm in California. But in local news, this is really abundant, probably not national.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I feel like in terms of that, like, okay, 1.2 million, like, I don't know what, y'all got going on over there, but okay, let's say that's not feasible. I feel like not only there, but just everywhere, like, something could be done, whether that be, like, like, locals of the area, who've lived there for a long time, just, like, get help with, like, housing kind of stuff, Like, just something small like that, I feel like could be done, just something. But people act like it's, egregious, or however you say that word, to even suggest. But yeah, man, kind of crazy.
Sheesh. I take it a step further. It's only egregious when we ask for it.
Yeah.
It ain't egregious. It ain't egregious when Ukraine asks for millions and dollars because we got shit going on. It ain't over the top when we send millions of dollars to Israel.
You mean Palestine?
For things that they have going on. So we have money to give to other people.
Ooh,
so
I don't know.
This is not the podcast where I'm gonna be. No. You got it. So California is the most progressive state in the country. So when it comes to these type of outrageous things, even if the congressmen who sit in the seat say it's outrageous, we're California. So we're gonna go to outrageous. So yeah, if we don't do it, who will?
No, let me stop.
See? Now, but see that's
that's the
part. You're not
wrong though. Like, y'all, for sure, probably one of the more progressive states. But like, I think like other states are slowly but surely trying to catch up. But in terms of like y'all's law, well, I say they're trying to catch up in terms of like what like LA is, for example. I feel like a lot of areas are trying to replicate that. One I'm thinking of, like, off the top of my head, is like Miami. Obviously two completely different things, but we're getting off topic here though. My mistake. I have a question for you. I don't know if you know or not, but like, you brought up Ukraine. Okay.
Yes.
Why? So like, for about 3 or 4 months at some point last year, like it seemed like every suburban household had like a Ukraine flag hanging up. Why?
Because we're support. Obviously, Wesley, you didn't know that you have Ukraine neighbors next to you, left and right. Did you not know that your friend or your neighbor was 1/4 Ukraine? Huh? How insensitive of you to not know that.
I might be 1/4 Ukraine.
Shame on you, Wesley, for not knowing that half the block down the road with their American white flags were American, and when Ukraine was going to shit, they put on their Ukraine shit. How dare you just ask why? Because they're half American, half Ukraine. They got a cousin in Ukraine, they got an uncle in Ukraine, they got an auntie in Ukraine, they got somebody invested in Ukraine, they got a soldier who's doing tours in Ukraine. There is support out here in America to get the money to them. But if you want my real opinion, I think America not as a society, I'm starting to notice something. Now we've gotten deep. I'm starting to notice something. Everybody is trying to identify with something that is not represented, and they go so hard for it because it gives them, in today's society, attention, reparations, money, you name it, leverage over an argument, whatever. I'm just learning that the people who say, why are we giving money to Ukraine when we have problems over here? A lot of people will say that's so insensitive. You do not see the people that's going and getting bombed, their houses, and da 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 da. Right? That's like the main argument with that. And then if a logical person is arguing with this person, they'll say, well, we have a lot of that stuff here. Why don't we put that money here?
Yeah.
And then that's where the conversation turns into something else, right? In regards to the people who feel so much for Ukraine and their grievances. I don't know. It's like people are playing a sympathy game. And I think the more sympathizers you have, the more power you have, I guess. Like the more support you get because, oh, look at us. Oh, we're under.
It's like a virtue signal kind of thing. They're just kind of like, look at me. I care about something.
Or look at me. I am not represented like everybody else is. So let's put more attention on people like me that's not represented. And it's like, if you say why, you sound like an asshole.
Yeah.
But that's where it's like, why? Why do we give a fuck? And I think that's where we're at, this sympathy thing. Right?
Yeah. Like it's definitely like, all jokes aside, it is like, a sad situation. And like, I do feel for the people over there, but like, bro, there's so much of that going on around the world compared to just there, So I'm just like,
I'll be honest. I have been an American for only 26 years. Jeez. I've been an American for 26 years. And all of the countries that we've given money to, I've never seen them return the favor in any way, shape, or form. Not even as a black person, but just as
because we out here pimping them.
Well,
we're getting stuff like not in a good way either. Like, you feel me? Like it's but I do agree. Like, I feel like the things that we get are like the resources, in a sense. But I guess that really depends on which country we're speaking about here.
Pimping ain't pimping if your pimp hand ain't strong. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Pimping ain't pimping if your pimp hand ain't strong. And let's just say that, yes, maybe the countries that we're speaking on that we supported, how did this turn into a political podcast? I don't know. But the countries that we supported, I'm not going to go through the list, but I'm just going to go there. Whatever in return we got nothing. As an American, I see nothing from the countries that we got back in terms of resources, money, whatever. Now, if you install what you're talking about, Wesley, we don't need anything. But that's the part where how long are we going to be pimping if we ain't getting shit back? Because now the dollar is in shits, and now our pimp hand is not strong.
That's what it looks like, but I don't know. We're just going to have to see how that plays out. I'm not very, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess educated. I'm educated somewhat on everything like that, but, it was just an interesting question.
We're going to get Kyle on the podcast, and we're going to have a much deeper intellectual conversation about this. And Wesley, I think me, you, and Kyle should get on the pod, and we should definitely do a political podcast and really get into the shits like Joe Rogan and them.
Hey, I'm down. And for anyone listening, this is not a political podcast.
Oh, heavens no. Heavens no. This is a news entertainment podcast where we talk about what we want to talk about. It's informative. It's accurate as best as we can, but we're going to talk our bullshit. Let's not get it twisted. We will talk the bullshit. Don't just think we're here to just give you the news. No, we're going to here to talk the bullshit. And see, Wesley, this is so interesting. You've only, this is like your second episode, and it's only me and you, but it's interesting because I feel like I'm like Whitley and Cam are not here, so now I have to like bring in the energy, bring in the
Hey man, you always bring the energy.
Hey man. Well, see, dynamics of the podcast has been so interesting because it's just the people that's been on. So I'm just realizing how, as we move forward, certain dynamics will be changing, and like I've been manifesting. So it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Who's my turn? My turn. Your turn.
I think it's yours.
Oh, it is. Isn't it? Let's talk about Amazon Astro. Astro boy. The future is here. Amazon is now selling Astro, an AI-driven household. Amazon has started selling its Astro household robot, which incorporates artificial intelligence, computer vision, and other technologies to make the perfect companion. Astro offers a range of services such as home monitoring, live viewing of the home while away, live viewing of the home while away, learning daily habits, and providing reminders. The daily device has potential applications in healthcare, offering 24/7 access to emergency assistance and enabling families to provide support.
They worded that real cute. I don't know, man. Even things like Alexa and all that, just me personally, look, I'm pretty sure I've told you this story, but, one night, like 3 or 4 years ago, me and that man JB were just chilling. He has like 50 Alexas at his crib. Me and him were just, chilling smack, just having a whatever conversation. And I kid you not, his Alexa told both of us, it was like, shut up, bitch. And excuse my language, but yeah, I don't know. Since then, I've been I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I don't know, man.
We are living in Black Mirror.
That's what it feels like.
Let's not think that everything can be entertainment. I am waiting for it. Believe it or not, I'm waiting for the actual block button where I press that motherfucker and you are an actual you are a black screen. Everything. Yep. If you haven't seen Black Mirror, when they block a motherfucker, they block him in like.
Yep. You become fuzz.
Like you.
Static on the TV.
Bro, and everywhere. Like.
Yep.
Even in pictures.
Yeah.
Like.
It's the real block button.
It's the real. And see, you know what's hilarious? Like, and if you watch Black Mirror, you know where I'm going. They're a couple and they arguing, and she's like, "I'm so tired of this," and she puts her hand up, and she's like, "What are you doing?" What are you doing? She's like scrolling her thumb. He's like, Sarah.
We talked about this.
Don't you dare this. Don't you dare. She's going to press the block button, right? And she's like crying. She's like, Sarah, don't you press that goddamn, don't you? She pressed that shit.
Social media, like if that was a real thing, social media nowadays would be in shambles. It's already in shambles, but like
Jesus, that shit was like, it was funny. It was hilarious. But that shit was kind of fucked up. Like after the scene and it like goes, it was him through life, like every time he sees his baby mother or his child, because that's like the parental lock.
Didn't it end up being not, spoiler alert, that it's been out for a minute, but wasn't it like not his kid or something?
Oh yeah, because it was like some weird shit. But the thing is though, like there was the power of the block button where he couldn't see her, the baby mother, like literally, like he was like scoping out the crib and he cannot see them. All he sees is two little silhouettes. That's all he sees.
Yep. He eventually seen her, but yeah, I don't know. if y'all have no idea what we're talking about, go watch it. I'm not the biggest fan of Black Mirror. It's a little depressing for me, but pretty good show.
Call it depressing. We call it life.
Yeah. All right. You could relate to the Striking Vipers one, right?
I can't remember the ones. I can't remember them by name. I just know if you start talking about the plot, I'm like, oh shit, I remember. Yep. No, I don't remember.
No, Striking Vipers is the video game one.
Oh my god! I knew you. This though, you talking about with the DNA shit? He puts himself in the game, and then he ended up
yeah.
Things. Yep.
Or wait, say it again.
So, see, this is the Black Mirror segment. That's how we do it. Once we announce it, we just go in there. So, I think the episode of Black Mirror you're talking about is where, in real life, he was a computer programmer, but he was like a loser. No one really respected him, right? And what he would do is he would collect DNA from his coworkers who treated him like shit, and he would upload them in his personal game at home. And then when he would play his game at home, he would, basically, bully them.
Yeah. No, that's not the one I'm talking about, but I think I know the one. Hey, listen, don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. But no, I mean, to sum all that up, I mean, Amazon Astro. I'm gonna let the rich folks out in the hills or out wherever, I'm gonna let them have that. If they need, 24/7 monitoring, I'm gonna let y'all have that.
Getting spooky. Well, last thing, we can get to the next topic. Since we're transitioning to games, I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077 again. That would be a whole different thing. But to just wrap it up, that's the life that's the life in 2077 in that world. Like, everything is digital, everything is, you don't it's obsolete to even think about nothing organic. Everything is mechanical. And if you are straight edge, and what that means is nothing involving anything mechanical, then you're the minority.
Yeah. Some an interesting point, you bring that up. I know a lot of things are just you could sum it up to video games or entertainment, but that stuff is kind of real at the end of the day. Right now I feel for one, history tends to repeat itself kinda. And we're in 2023 right now. And I'm kind of thinking of where we are right now compared to 100 years ago, for example, it's 1920s and stuff. We're in a new, I don't know, I could just be talking, but at least I kind of feel it's every 100 years or so we kind of reset. And we're in the 20s right now kind of thing. So I don't know, I definitely think by 2077 we're gonna have just something like that. So
I like this. Good. This is nice. It's nice and chill and subtle, and I like it. Okay. I feel the same way. If anything, shit, man. I mean, we gonna be alive to see it, so we'll just have to see. I'm declaring more years in my life to where I'm going to be seeing a lot of technological things where I'm going to have to make a lot of moral decisions. Not necessarily against my best judgment, but this is society, and society moving very tech. As I'm talking, I really want Kyle on this podcast. He's all about this, bro, and this will really get. Yeah, we can take this conversation to the next level. But we're gonna leave it off. We're gonna go to the next topic. Go ahead, bro.
So I guess which I guess we would need Cam here, but I think he's having some difficulties joining. But the new Warzone rank dropped.
Well, shit, Cam. That's more. Well, yes, Cam would be nice if Cam would be here, but this is for me.
Oh, you play Fortnite, right?
Yes, I do.
They dropped Fortnite. I don't know if they dropped it, but they're about to drop Fortnite ranked. Like a day or two after Call of Duty like dropped theirs, Fortnite announced theirs.
Uh,
And I think you kind of like Fortnite, so
He is my partner in crime for Fortnite, but and I ain't gonna lie, Fortnite is dope. I mean, again, over the progression of this podcast, we've been talking about these things, but Fortnite is really, I like Fortnite. It has I'll make time for Fortnite, most definitely, especially if Whitney's on.
yeah, I would need someone to carry me. I'm trash at Fortnite.
All right, but we go talk about it later. But Warzone ranked. I feel like I am out of this in terms of this conversation. I think I'm more vetted in here. I am currently at goddamn rank 3.
Oh, you played it?
Oh yeah, oh my
Yep.
god, I played it. I cannonballed in that shit. Yes, cannonball deep dive in that shit. I am very deep in. Well, let's just say for me, like it gave me a second win to go and really see what was going on. So I played ranked. I have been playing ranked. If I wasn't at the studio, I'd be playing ranked right now. Honestly, I like it. It's in beta, as Cam mentioned in the last podcast, but
Yeah.
definitely it's definitely a new. It's refreshing. It's refreshing. It's refreshing because people who play ranked or anything ranked know you can't just play to play. Like you gotta play to win. And
Yeah.
I
It's
think
a little more serious.
this is something that I be arguing with Wesley and Cam about live while we're playing on Call of Duty. I say to them all the time, "Do you want to get kills or do you want to get a dub?" And they say both. You gonna get both. You're gonna get both. And I said, no, we cannot get both because if we get both, we're gonna end up getting fucked up. So here's what I'm saying. I joked maybe with Cam one time where I said, we were playing, we were really playing a game. You know, I really feel bad for the first team that always gets eliminated. Like I be hating. Like I wonder if that team that be like, all right, guys, we are not gonna be the first one eliminated this time. Like, come on, we gotta be better. And I'm like, I wonder because like we always be like 15, top 10. You know what I'm saying? We in the mix, we in the middle. We ain't never like that. But I was thinking, I was like, I wonder why. I wonder how those people feel.
But like, because I can't lie, sometimes we do drop in and just off rip kind of get sent back to the lobby. But I feel like there's probably people out there who like constantly just drop in and can't get they can't get nothing going.
God damn it! I'm trying to stream. Fuck.
Which is very interesting. I don't know. I'm like okay at the game, but
So what I told Cam when I was playing it, this is playoff Warzone. This is Warzone playoffs. And what I mean by that is the first team does not die for a minute, for a good minute. So everybody, and this is trios, and I know you're not a big fan of it, or maybe that's me, but trios is not my favorite.
yeah, I would prefer like if we could cycle out, but
But now that I'm playing it, it's perfect. It's perfect because it's 3 people where 4 would be too much and duo would be too little. And see, here's the thing.
yeah,
That sounds so simplistic, like duh. But like when you play it, you don't even have to be communicating with your team. It feels different. It feels like when you drop in, like when you look at, I don't know, when you just look at the numbers, you look at the teams and who's available. Like when you look at it, it ain't just like I'm looking at to look at it. Like you look at it, like all right. And on top of that, the newest feature on Rank is called SP points, and basically you get that not really by looting and stuff like that. It's more so off of kills and
kills and like your placement.
your placement, and that's hard. Like the placement is like top 20 is hard. That takes a minute. Top 10 is like I think I've only hit the top 10 probably once or twice. Like that's not an easy feat. Like even though we be bullshitting, we can bullshit and still make 15.
Did you play it with like randoms?
I have, and these randoms are and that's what I'm saying. What I've learned some things. There's some glitches. One of the glitches.
That'll run up your SR.
No. I don't know about that glitch. What I was gonna say was a glitch that me and Cam were running into was they'll fix it hopefully, but I was playing solo, and when I was playing the mode, it automatically gave me a team. So in my head, I'm like, okay, when me and Cam play, we'll just be together and they'll give us one. That's not how it works. At least what the glitch does. You if you have a party of two and only two and you go into rank, it will kick you out every single time. It has
Yeah.
and someone on the chat told me that. So you have to if you're going to have your party, you have to have your three. You have to have them, or you have to go solo. You can't do anything else other than those two. So me, Cam, and Seth. Me, Cam. Who was the third? You? No.
Nah, probably Seth.
Oh, okay. Me, Cam, and Seth.
Maybe. I wasn't there.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was me, Cam, and some other randoms that I befriended in other games. That's what it was.
Okay.
And we were playing, and it was good. It was cool. But that's the part where it's like, I was surprised to know that. I was surprised to know that because in my head, I thought I was getting linked up with certain guys who were together, and everybody was random. So the fact that our chemistry was like on point, like let's not get it twisted. When you play with randoms, you don't know what you're gonna get, but when you play ranked, you can at least understand that they understand the severity of the game, so they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like no one's bullshitting, like no one's gonna bullshitting, no one's gonna have a loud mic, no one's gonna be talking annoyingly, whatever, like that shit. Like niggas ain't tolerating that, like you know what I'm saying? Like that, like I respect it. People are trying to win, like we're communicating with each other. Yo, where we going? We going over here? Like, all right, like, what? Yo, I see it. Like, it's. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, that's just where Cam was like, yo, me, you, and Seth, and I was like, of course. But that's where we like, hey, man, I befriended a lot of randoms playing rank. So, like, that's the player. It's like these guys is really serious, and like, I'm still a bronze. I'm not at silver yet. I'm almost there, but when I played it like a week ago, there's a top 250 qualified.
Yep.
When I was playing it a week ago, there was only one person who reached it. When I got on it last night, it was 35.
Yeah. I watched some of the streamers or whatever who like really play this game and all that, and that was like their issue. They reached like diamond or whatever, and they couldn't find lobbies because like they're the only people, which is a crazy problem to have, I guess. But
But see, this is why I like ranked. This is why, and I think this is why we like me, you, Cam, and everybody else should get on it now, because this is the first time, I guess for me, I've really been on a beta that hasn't reached its official shit where like I'm actually running. So like what I'm saying is, do I feel like I could be top 50 before the season's over? I do, if I really did that, but I'm not going to do that. I have a lot of things to do. But I can get to gold. Like
yeah, for sure.
Get to, you know what I'm saying? So like when it's officially official, and it's like, okay, this is where, because I asked Cam, I was like, I hope that when the season renews, they don't start everybody back from square one. I hope
I think they do.
If they do, then fine. But I would definitely.
Have you played the multiplayer ranked?
You said what?
Because they got like multiplayer ranked.
Right.
Yeah, if you played that one, it's literally the same thing, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe it's gonna reset like once the new season comes out or whatever. So.
Well, I want to get ahead of it on the beta, so when the real shit comes out, at least because what I do believe, I feel like aside from the actual rewards they give us, like for reaching these skill levels, I feel like because it's beta, I feel like they're gonna reward the people who've gotten to a certain level. They're not gonna just all go back to bronze. I hope they don't, but I really feel like they're gonna like start us at a certain, because like said, the problem with some of these streamers is they're at a certain level and they can't connect with other people. Well, that's because this is beta. So when it officially comes out, let's just say you start as Diamond. If you start as Diamond, then you know how people be like, yo, who are the top players? You are the top. Like, there's like a template. Like, there's usually a template of players that are already having a certain score when something's official, like multiplayer. Like, there's mad names, and it's like, where do they come from? They had to come from somewhere. So what I feel like is the beta. All the names that are 250, the 250 that are qualified in the beta are going to be the natural selected people to start the Warzone 4. Like that. Like, I don't think they'll start season 4 blank like they're doing right now. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some of the people I watch, like they play this game like 18 hours a day.
Crazy.
Like that's their like life goal type thing, is to be 250. In the notes, it says Johnny Depp makes. What does Johnny Depp make?
Oh, he made history. Johnny Depp made history. That's what he did. Johnny Depp has signed the largest men's fragrance deal in history with Dior at $20 million.
Wow.
Actor Johnny Depp has signed a record-breaking deal with Dior worth over $20 million, making it the largest men's fragrance deal ever. Depp has been working with Dior since 2015, and last year, just after he won a defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard, one of his Dior aired on prime time. I remember that. I felt like that commercial was like a victory lap.
Yeah.
If anyone knows that Dior commercial by Johnny Depp, please look it up on YouTube, because in my head the whole time he was doing that video, it was like, bitch, you thought you had me, but you didn't. Bitch, you thought that you would defamate my character, but you didn't. Dior, bitch.
That's honestly what he should have said. But no, I actually don't know too much about that. That's pretty interesting. It was for 20 million?
Worth over 20 million, yes.
That is crazy. So it wasn't looking too good for him in that trial. But I mean,
what? That was a comedy show. What do you mean it wasn't looking good for him? That was
no,
terrible.
it was. I mean, but like here and there, like.
I got you.
It was just
unnecessary.
Unnecessary for sure. I was like, why do we? It's just like, why, But I mean, hey, shout out to Johnny Depp.
Shout out to Captain Jack Sparrow. We shall drink a bottle of rum to his celebration. Yep. Let's see. Nice break from reality. Yeah, let's do that. We all need that. Men lost at sea for 29 days say it was a nice break from reality.
For 29 days?
Yes. They were rescued off the coast of Peninukia after spending 29 days lost at sea when their GPS tracker stopped working, and they had a big revelation. They survived by eating oranges that were packed and collected coconuts from the sea. After being rescued after 29 days at sea, they described their experience as a pleasant escape from the challenges of everyday life. Must be fucking nice.
I mean, I don't know though. Getting lost at sea, just like that was going to be my first question. Is like, what did they eat out there?
Oranges and coconuts. See, Wesley, this is one of those funny things, because when they say that people get lost at sea or they get overboard, they're surviving, they're dehydrated, They had to fight through so many trials and tribulations of the world and the water and the animals and blah, blah, blah. But these two gentlemen were like, you know what? If we are going to live out here, if we're going to live and die out here, then we're going to live. And then they do it. 29 days. They were like, on the 28th day, they were like, yo, it's about to be a month, my nigga. We about to be here for a month chilling. This shit is crazy. Oh my God. Yo, tomorrow, I don't know. We got to do something for the first month we've been here. You know what I'm saying? All right, dog, I got you. On the
They
29th, well, hello. We're saying, oh, fuck. Fuck. No.
they're probably like mad confused.
Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. No. Bring some bitches, but leave.
Oh my God! I mean,
Bring some women.
I mean, that's just crazy though. So like, were they? Well, I don't know if you know or not. Were they like actually like floating, or were they like on an island type thing?
Let's see. Two men from the Samoan Islands. So I don't know. They were. I guess they had a boat. Their GPS tracker stopped working, and they must have saw an island that was close to where they were stranded, and decided to survive, make it their shit. Like, there is nothing in the story or in this article that says that they were starving or they were, it. I quote, they described their experience as a pleasant escape from the challenges of everyday life. I don't think that don't sound like two men who were surviving. They were like, why?
They were out there chilling.
Why did you come and find us? Leave us.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I don't know. I've seen a lot of movies, to be honest, and
that's the problem right there. See, that's the problem. That's the indoctrination. That's the BS that they're trying to sell us. They're trying to give us Castaway, Tom. Well, shit, even that was a vibe in a couple parts. But what I'm saying is they try to make you deserted on the island seem like you're gonna never, ever, 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 ever find happiness, when that is the place you need to be every day. You need to be on the island every day, in the water, on the sand, making your fucking tent from the palm trees. Listen, man, we need to go back to our roots. That's the problem. See, that's the cheat code. That's the cheat code, Wes. You need to get out and get on an island somewhere and say, oh shit, I don't know if we're gonna survive this. There's an island over here. Let's just make sure we have our rations and build on this island. Like civilization type shit. I talked about this shit.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to have their survival skills.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If there was two of them and two women, if they had girlfriends, I promise you they wouldn't have been found. I promise you.
They wouldn't have what?
I said if they had their girlfriends stranded with them, they would not have been found. I promise you. They would have went deeper in the island. They would have got more connected with the fucking environment, and you would have saw their boat, you would have saw their clothes, but they butt naked in there living. What you talking about?
Hey, I mean, I guess you're right.
And here's the thing: these are not Americans. These are two men from the Samoan Islands.
Yeah.
so they already know what time it is. Like, we ain't.
Yeah. I mean, they're already like out here, boating on their own type stuff. Most people don't. You gotta have a little knowledge of what goes on or whatever. So I don't know, man. The ocean is that's like one of my biggest fears. Just because of the unknown,
Nah, that's something that sounding so cliche. That's what they be doing on the Discovery Channel, trying to tell us new things that they found.
Yeah.
We have the newest technology, so we can go deeper below sea level than humans can go, and we can now have a flashlight to see what's down here. And then they go down there, and then They're like, is everything good? Is everything good, Sarah? You know what? Sarah's everywhere on this podcast today. Is everything good, Sarah? Are you down there? Sarah is looking around. Everything's good, Bob. Everything's good. They got the cameras around. Everything, nothing but darkness and just shit. Little. What is it? Bacteria. You know what I'm saying? You know, all shit that don't even touch the light. And then all of a sudden, did you hear that, Sarah? Did you hear that, Bob? No, Sarah, you're good. You're good. No, I hear something. No, you look good on the.
And it's over.
Show's over. Show's over. God damn it. See,
cancel Christmas.
You know, see, I be playing. You gonna fuck around and wake up babushka. And it's over for everybody. See, we want to explore this world before we well, I would think you would want to explore the world that you live in before you go to other worlds. So part of me understands wanting to know what's down below, but that's the part where does down below want to know what's up here? No. Like, you can only imagine the predators that lurk in the water that is black, always black, never seen light, because that's what it is, black. And when we try to go discover these things, there's just certain things that, by the grace of God, if these scientists find something and discover something that doesn't hurt them or harm them or kill them, then hey, good for you, good for science. But I think there's a lot of things down there that really don't want to be bothered. And light is just the last thing it wants to see in this motherfucker. Like, if anything, what is that? I've never seen that in my life. What is that? You're going to see one eye. You're
going to see one eye.
You're going to see one eye. That's it. Where's the rest of it? I only see one eye. And it's bigger than me.
The other one's 300 more feet down. That's how they they had some like squid or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was just like, what? I was like, I didn't want to see this.
Over there, but see, here's the thing that's fucked up. He over there chilling.
Yeah, he was just cooling.
Like I was gonna call it a jellyfish. I don't even know what the fuck it was, but it was something. It was just doing its thing. Motherfucker.
Hey, can I need one?
Huh?
I need some help.
Okay, no problem. Hey, Wes, give me 1 second, dog.
All right.
Yeah, man. So I got to end it right here, man. Shit's going down. Episode 54. Got a jet. Thank you, Wes, for coming on. We're going to get you back on again, bro. Appreciate you. Love you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. We're going to definitely get it in again. All right, man. Peace out. We out.
All right.